What's going on, people? It's Mr. Dore back again with the podcast. I hope everyone's fit and well. And yes, pre-season is finally here. I hope everyone's fit and well. I've got lots to talk about. Lots of transfer talk. I've got the young, the old, and the good-looking on the channel. So if you ever who thinks the good-looking person is in the chat, come in now. So please, get involved, people. Look at all the topics that we are going to talk about with the signings that we brought, the outgoings as well. Get involved as well. Right, let's get involved with the good looking. That's myself. Hope his face. Mr. Dore. Like I said, everyone knows who I am. Next up, who's the? I want to say Dylan's not young. Rads, the man himself. Rads, how you doing, Rads?
I'm good. How are you, Dore?
I'm all good, mate. I'm all good. I just say you're not that young, are you, Rads? But you're about how old are you? You Rads? How old are you again? About 21?
Nearly 23.
Bloody hell.
Yeah.
Dylan, me and Dylan feel old, man. I want Dylan. We was talking about it before the show started. Me and Dylan are nearly 40 years old.
You're 40. You're 40 before me, so you're the old and I'm the good-looking one.
Okay, that's that. Now you're pushing it a little bit. So all right then.
No, that's true. It's mathematics.
Oh, I didn't know. We've got the man himself, Dylan. How you doing, Dylan?
I'm all right, mate. Thank you. How are you?
He's sharing off by his training kit. I've got the old ones, like this one and this one. Have you got these, Dylan?
Yeah, I've got them, but they're all wrapped away in one of them Hoover bags, sucked away.
What about you, Rad? I know Rad Dad. If you're watching Rad Dad, has he got these?
I've got that one. I've got
this
that
one.
Yeah, and then the one on your right, on your left. Sorry.
What? People in the chat. What year was this? What year was this? This was 2005.
That's what it was. Wasn't that the one where we got promoted from League One?
No, that was. Wasn't that Gary Megson? Wasn't that Gary Megson? I don't know what it was. That was it. I don't know. It was. People in the chat. What year was this? What year? I'm sure that was 2000. David Johnson, Gareth Taylor days. Paul Evans when we beat Joe Kinnear. Was it Joe Kinnear? I'm sure it was Joe Kinnear.
I can always remember. What's his name? Oh, I forgot his name, bro. I'll shut up.
I don't know. Right, so people, we're going to start now. Like I said, there's lots to talk about, and let's get involved. Before we do, like I said, make sure everyone subscribe to Rads as well. I know Rads is doing loads of videos, aren't you, Rads? Doing loads of videos. Yeah, so make sure everyone goes subscribe to Rads. I'll put his link is in the description as well, so please go and watch them as well. Before we start, I've got a new member as well. Thank you, Michael, for being a member to YouTube to my channel. Thank you. If you do want to be a member or any super chats to my channel, it helps my channel a lot because I am going Olympiacos. So I need the funds. So if you want to help me and support my channel, go to Olympiacos away. Myself and Jamie are going. So watch out for the content as well. And I am doing from the Gate 7 lot from Olympiacos. They will be helping my channel as well. So please, if you can, help me a lot. Let me get through the chat as well. Paul, hope you're well, my friend. The legend as well, David. Hi, Ben, Dylan, and Rads. I hope you have a good one. David, I'm going to say something nice to me because Des is not on today. So if you are going to say something nice to me, just say it to me on Rads, not to this guy here because he's too much. Colin, hope you well, my friend. Peter, Rads and Dylan, legend. Another legend, Raz Dad. Good evening, guys. Looking forward to the season. Policy at VRL. Yes. Are you doing a vlog for that game, Rads? For VRL?
Yeah, I'll be at that one. Yeah.
That's August the 2nd. That's the day before my birthday. So, yeah, I'm definitely going to that one. Another legend. Good evening, Mr. Dore, Dylan, and Rads. Hope you're well. I'm almost 33. I turned 33 on the 27th of July. Yes. Oh, yes, please. Legend. Mohammed, hi, Dore. Feel a bit weird that Forest are getting these transfers done business earlier than normal. We love deadline day, but not this time. Yes, Mohammed. That's what we are going to talk about, transfers in and out. So yeah, this guy's absolutely bellend, loudmouth. Dore the ball out, legend. banter aside, this guy is a legend. Absolute legend.
Just a quick one to stop you. Just a quick one. I've done my research. That shirt was from 2003 to 2004 season.
Yeah, Joe Kinnear won it. Was it Joe Kinnear?
I don't know. I don't know.
Sure, it was Joe Kinnear. It was Joe Kinnear. Yeah, definitely Joe. Yeah, yeah. People in the chat. Who was Joe Kinnear? I don't think Raj was born. Was you born, Raj?
No, I was born. Yeah, I don't remember, but I've definitely got.
I'm not asking Raj because I don't think he was born. So
I've definitely got one with capital 1 on it, but I don't know if it's that one. But
Raj dad was Raj born? I don't know. I don't think he was born. People in the chat don't know. What year was this? This was
Joe Kinnear. It was Joe Kinnear.
Told you it was Joe Kinnear. Joe Kinnear. So yeah, I remember that one. As well, another legend as well, Paddy Irish. I hope you're well. Evening, Jordan and Raz. Hope you're well. And more as well, Paddy. I hope you're well, my friend. Mark, he's been a member to my channel for 25 months. Mark, actually a legend. Good to see you on Saturday as well. He was on your live stream, Raz. Mark was.
Yes.
I was talking. I was talking. It was funny because Raz was doing a watch along, and I was at the game, and I thought I'd come on at half time. So a bit funny that one. Ponzo to Real, I've heard. Yeah, just announced that one as well. So I don't get that deal. Maybe they're giving us loads of money. His contract ends up at the end of the season. So I don't get that on board. Maybe they're giving loads of money. And look, I told you, Joe Kinnear, 100%. Right, so let's talk about as well, people. Please do hit the like button and subscribe as well. So people in the chat as well. We can update on what's been going on with Nottingham Forest. Like I said, get involved if you want to, please. Let's start with you, Dylan, with the key points, the transfers that we've brought in. We brought in the Brazilian goalkeeper. We brought in Anderson. Brought in Silva. We're bringing in who's all the player bringing in? Who's that defender? I'm not gonna. Rads. What's his name? Rads. Go on.
Milenkovic.
That's it, Milenkovic. I like him. I do watch a lot of Italian football, and when we was linked with him, I thought, sure, we're not going to get him, and we are getting him. So that's anytime soon. But Dylan, and as well, people in the chat, what's your opinion on the players that we're getting in? Dylan, we'll start with you, Dylan. How are you feeling about the players we're brought in?
Yeah, I think I'm quite enjoying this one at the minute because they seem to be taking the time, buying more quality, and not rushing. Yeah, they bought this goalkeeper, 6 foot. What was he? 6'8"?
6'9", 6'8", 9.
6'8", 6'9". So obviously he's gonna be a mountain. They look like they're trying to build up the defense a bit to get them a bit taller. So I can't fault it. This has probably got to be, out the last few years, a better transfer window. It was nice to see them sort the PSR situation out and see what they did with there. And at the end of the day, they sorted all that out, but got Elliot Anderson. Do you know what I mean? So they didn't ship players off and we go, right, now rebuild. They shipped the players off, but brought in a quality youngster who seems to have a lot of promise. And speaking to a few Newcastle fans who I know, and that they're proper gutted, absolutely gutted. They can't believe that the club got rid of him. But obviously, PSR they got rid of him to save their bigger players. So in the long run, it could end up being in our favour. Look at Elanga. We bought him. I remember speaking to Man United fans last year, and they were like, "Why have they got rid of him? Why didn't they just send him out on loan? Why?" Yes, all right. At times he was a bit missing, but do you know what I mean? Towards the end of the season, he was on fire. So with these signings that they're making at the minute, do you know what I mean? Very good. Let's just hope that they bring some more quality in, which we need, because I think we need another striker. Probably another winger or two. Do you know what I mean? I think
I know. I know we've been linked with loads of players and all that. And I think we're linked with a double winger today as well.
Yeah.
So it's promising. Rads, what do you think? People in the chat, what do you think? Are you happy with the sign so far? Rads, how are you feeling about it? I know you did a video about it. But tell everyone, how are you feeling about it?
Yeah, it's something we're not really used to, is it? Certainly, I don't really ever remember Forest being like this before, because it's just strange seeing us, at least right now, being quite sensible with things and doing it quite early. And I know we were kind of forced into it with having to sell Niakate and Mangala, all the PSR side of things. But, it's not just that. We've been good with the incomings as well. And it isn't just signing any players. I think it's the profile of player that I like as well. Milenkovic and Miguel obviously they're not old, but they're not young. They're more kind of in the middle. But then you've got kind of prospect players, definitely Murillo and Anderson still kind of in that sort of category. Certainly a lot of potential. I think we've been very clever with it. And I don't think the squad is that far off at all in terms of it being, I think you can always keep adding to it, but, looking really strong. And that, you look at the two teams that played against Chesterfield, like both teams had a lot of quality in it, minus a few players that are being tested that I don't think you can really say at the same level as some of the Gibbs Whites, for example. But, it just shows the depth of the squad has improved that much. I think we do clearly need to sign a few more, like definitely in attack. I think you need to get another striker in, really. I don't know if it can be relying on Wooden or on his fitness at times. And then probably need another winger to support Hudson-Odoi and Alanga. And then obviously we're going to be getting this centre-back, hopefully. And, maybe a couple of others. I don't think we need many, though. I think we're pretty close, actually, especially for this time of the transfer window. So, yeah, I'm pretty optimistic based off the transfer window. I think it's been impressive so far.
Actually, like I said, we played Chesterfield on Saturday, 1-3-0, and like I said, the Silva, Anson, and the goalkeeper. Did you watch the game on Saturday? Did you watch it?
No, I was at work. I saw the highlights.
People in the chat, and we're raving about the Brazilian goalkeeper. I know it's only one game. I know we don't want to jump the gun on him, but guys, I know he didn't do much. He could have sat there on his post. But his first sight, his kicking was a bit. Not again. We're not getting a. Was it Pontilemon? His kicking was awful. What do you think of him, Brad? About his kicking, it was a bit.
Yeah.
Everyone's debating, but he's going to come in with a first choice. And like I said, people, I'm not jumping the gun on one game. But his kicking was a bit okay. He's tall. What do you think of him? What do you think of him, lads?
I don't think, like you said, I don't think it's fair to judge him on just one friendly, but hopefully we see maybe a different side to him in the proper games. But everyone's been going on about his height, which I think could be very useful when it comes to set pieces. We've all been so concerned about our record from set pieces, and I think that might be a reason why we signed a tall goalkeeper. Obviously he wasn't heavily tested as such. It was pretty comfortable defensively for Forest. But yeah, I do remember one time where he did do a pass that was a little bit risky and it nearly got intercepted. Seem to remember. Yeah. So it was that was a little bit dangerous. But, I hope we don't get another Turner in that regard where you don't trust him with the ball at his feet. But yeah, it's only one game. If he keeps doing it, then I think we can come back to it. But I think, I'm not too concerned about it, at least right now. I think, and it's going to be interesting as well who's going to be number one, because is it going to be him or Sells?
Exactly.
It's going to be Sells, isn't it?
No, let me do a poll. When people in the chat, who do you think will be the number one goalkeeper for Forest? Because at this moment in time, I think it'll be Sells, if I'm honest. But people in the chat, who do you think will be?
Sells hasn't done anything wrong. Do you know what I mean? Yeah. He played blinding last season. He came in, was it January, and he absolutely. Do you know what I mean? How many good saves did he make? And you sat at a game, he was like, whoa, do you know what I mean? We've got a good goalkeeper here. Do you know what I mean? He doesn't deserve to lose that number one spot. So maybe bringing this Miguel in, do you know what I mean? Yes, he's Brazilian. Yes, he was for 4 million. Do you know what I mean? It could be another, right, let's just get him here, make him number 2, get him used to the league, get him, do you know what I mean? Put him in the cup games. And put him that way. Do you know what I mean? I think with Sells, we've got a quality goalkeeper.
So people like, I've done a poll. Who would get Sells or Miguel? Raj, who you didn't say for Raj? Miguel or Sells for now?
I'd stick with Sells personally because, like, you know, I don't really want to say who's necessarily better, but I agree there. I think, you know, it's his place to lose now, and without Sells, like, there's a very good chance he would have gone down last season. I imagine if we had Turner in goal the rest of the year, or Flash Demos, like, think of all the mistakes that they made. And I know Sells wasn't completely perfect, but I don't think any goalkeeper is. I think, you know, he was very, you know, very steady. So for me, at the very least, I'd start with Sells. And it's up to Miguel to try and push him. You know, I'm not saying Miguel isn't good enough to be number one, but I think it's, you know, there's no reason why he should come in and just take it off Sells. You know, I think
plus Sells is, I think he's still on holiday, isn't it? Because obviously he's been at the Euros, so that's why you're not seeing him play. I don't know if he's back yet, but you know what I mean. But time will tell. Do you know what I mean? But for me personally, I don't think Matt Sells has done anything wrong. Do you know what I mean? When we had Turner, do you know what I mean? We always like, oh no, here we go. Do you know what I mean? Then we got the what, I don't know his name, Vlachodimos, whatever. That goalkeeper, and then we were all like, yeah, here we go. Do you know what I mean? He played for Benfica. Do you know what I mean? And then it was like, ugh. And then
that's why I'm not getting hyped up about what's with his Brazilian or whoever bringing in, because we all get hyped up about Brazilian and a lot, and then they don't do much too good for us. So I know, like it's only just one game, but his kicking was a bit, like I said, okay.
But what I've heard is his kicking is supposed to be absolutely quite good, and I've been told that if he comes out for a ball with a cross, if you're getting in the way of him, you're going down. Do you know what I mean? You're going to stay out the way of him. So, well, time, like you say, time will tell. Do you know what I mean? These goalkeepers.
What it is, minutes in legs. That's what it is. So yeah, we'll time will tell. People, please do hit the like button, subscribe if you know. Dylan, let's talk about Nuno, because like I said, he wants a small squad, and as he has to repeat that. And people in the chat as well, like I said, what's your opinion on it? Do you think it's wise to have a small squad? Because in the past we've had loads of injuries, and as you know, the Premier League it's brutal. Do you think Nuno? How many players do you think Nuno should have for the next season? And people in the chat get involved.
I think Nuno should have as many as he wants. Do you know what I mean? He's the guy getting paid the big bucks to do his job. Do you know what I mean? We leave him to it. If he wants a big squad, give him the big squad. If he wants a small squad, do you know what I mean? Some managers feel like using a small squad, they can get more personal with them. Use it. Do you know what I mean? But you say a small squad, but what is a small squad nowadays? What is a big squad?
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? Because you're only allowed a certain amount of numbers anyway. But looking at some of these players, but they're looking at some of these players there in the 20 when the 25-man squad's released. Oh, but so and so's not in it. Not been named in it because he's under a certain age. A couple of them players are now going to go into that bracket. Do you know what I mean? Are being counted as part of that 25 squad. So, do you know what I mean? On paper, it could look like, he's got a small squad, but realistically, is this why Forest are looking at the younger player? So they can get more into the squad, but less on paper, if you get what I mean.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? And I'm not being funny, but nowadays, when you're looking at 19, 20, 21-year-olds, where years ago you used to look back and go, bloody hell, look how young he is. He should be in the under-21s. He shouldn't be playing. Do you know what I mean? But you look at the Euros. They've got a kid. Spain's got a kid that's 17 years old.
17 years old, bloody hell.
Do you know what I mean? Do you know what I mean? We bought this kid from Germany. He's 19 years old. He's supposed to be awesome. 19 years old.
And first off, and well, I don't know, people in the chat, like, he started right back. And he looks promising, but like I said, I don't want to get over jolly about one performance because it's a friendly. But he did make some good tackling, and he reminds me of Matty Cash. Matty Cash playing right wing, right back, and it's good that Forest have done the young approach as well. No,
don't forget that but don't forget these players. It's all right going to Chesterfield and watching them and going, oh, he was good and oh, he did this. These players, that's their first game. They've only been back about 6 days. Been back for 6 days. Do you know what I mean? They're just getting minutes in their legs, warming up. Do you know what I mean? So these first couple of friendlies, I don't take much notice of. It's where the back end of the friendlies. But don't forget, you don't want to do too much because you don't want to get injured and you want to be ready for the first game of the season.
100%. Right, there's another topic that I want to talk about. Like I said, it's always going to be talked about Sangaré. And yes, again, keep repeating this, only one game. But Sangaré played really good against Chesterfield. And there's a massive debate. We're all going to talk about it. Is that number 6 role? DM. So is it Sangaré? Is it Ryan Yates? Is it Danilo? Is it Dominguez? It's always going to be talked about. Right, Sangaré, do you think it's his time now to prove a point to, like myself and all Forest fans? Like he's got to say now it's my turn to perform and that. People in the chat as well. Do you think it's time for him to get involved?
I hope so. I really do. Based off, I know everyone goes on about his price tag, but I think when you do see what we paid for him, it's like, there's going to be that immediate pressure on him, and I don't think that helped him necessarily. Also coming to a new country, and then I think he was ill, quite badly ill, and at AFCON, a lot affected him. But pretty much every time he played, I think he was a bit disappointing. I think he had a few games where he was useful, but not what we expected. I think that's fair to say. And yeah, it's only a friendly against a League Two team, but he did look good. He was pretty comfortable on the ball and a great goal. Obviously, he's not done that before, score a goal. And yeah, I just hope we can see more of it in pre-season and especially when the league starts. So yeah, I really hope it's, sometimes you see players join a club regardless of what they paid for them, and they were pretty hyped up and it doesn't really work, and then the next season they kind of improve quite a lot. So I do hope we get the same with Sangaré, because if it's the Sangaré of last season, then you might be wanting to look at maybe upgrading him. But if it's the Sangaré that we want, then we've got a good midfield there, 100%. We've got an excellent midfield.
Right, do we need another midfielder? I'll ask the question still. Do you think we need another midfielder? Number 6, everyone's been crying about.
Yeah, I think honestly, now we've signed Anderson, obviously he can play kind of anywhere there. I think honestly the midfield's actually looking okay. I think it's kind of an area we don't really need to be too concerned about. Like obviously Sangaré, if he is better than Dominguez, Danilo, Yates, obviously Morgan, and now obviously Anderson, I think that's good depth. You could get somebody else like a Cuarte kind of player just to bench warm and be an option. But I mean, Lewis O'Brien's still here, of course, but I don't see him staying around.
I can't believe it. He come on for last, was it 10 minutes, 15 minutes?
Yeah, but I think it kind of depends on if Sangaré can step up. If he doesn't, then you might want to look at getting somebody else. But I do hope that just to save us a bit of money and not having to sign too many options, because I think it's important and even doing it earlier in the window, I think it's important we just try and not go too crazy like we have done the last few years. So hopefully Sangaré can step up for us, because we need him to.
100%. What about you, Dale? everyone's Mo's having a debate with Des. There's a question: Is Remo Thriller a Forest player? Yes or no? Because I don't know if he is or not.
No. We swapped it. We swapped him for Dominguez. That was a straight swap.
I'm so gutted. I'm gutted.
Well, you know what? But Freuler was used. But I'm not. We're going to go back a bit. Go back to when Cooper was in charge. He never played him in the right position because we always used to say, "Oh, as soon as he goes to his country, he plays well, and he comes back here. He was never utilised." Right. But anyway, he's gone. Anyway, about Sangaré. I think Sangaré basically didn't get a chance as such because he came to a new country, new league. So then obviously he has to learn that. He has to learn all his players, all the team around him. Do you know what I mean? The city and all that. Then he goes off to AFCON. So which then never started his career really. So he goes off to AFCON. He comes back, he's ill. Do you know what I mean? So then he comes back towards the end of it when he gets better and he starts to just have a bit of glimmer. I think now this season is where he looks sharper, he looks fitter. Do you know what I mean? He's took a step away. He's got used to the city now. He's got used to where he was. I think at the time when he come back from AFCON as well, it was Eid. So he was doing all that. Do you know what I mean? Or it was Ramadan and stuff like that for him. But now, I think now, this season is the season where we've got to look at him and go, right, we paid 30 million for him. We know he's a good player because of his previous experience and what we've seen of him. Do you know what I mean? Maybe now he's settled down. The issues are gone. He's got no AFCON. All this. He can just focus on Forest. Personally, I think he's going to hit the ground running.
I'm hoping. Because like I said, we all want every Forest player to do well. I just don't want to have that same experience that he had last season for Forest. Because like I said, like I mentioned, AFCON, injuries, the lot. And he didn't really get his chance. So I'm praying that he does come through this the pre-season from scratch.
He looks lean. He looks lean in the pictures. He looks fit. He looks leaner. He looks happier. Do you know what I mean? He's gone away. He's had a holiday.
He looked like in like the game at Sheffield. Like it's Chesterfield. No disrespect to Chesterfield. It's my first time I went there on Saturday, and it's a nice stadium. But second half, he looks like a good player that we all wanted it. But time will tell. We've got bigger games coming up, and.
But how many times last season in pre-season did we play lower league teams and after the game was all scratching their head going, Jesus Christ, what's going on? Do you know what I mean? It all looks mismatched. It looks, do you know what I mean? We're starting to, do you know what I mean? We're building it. We're building blocks. You can see now the club have basically got to a position where they've learned from the mistakes. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
They're trying to get rid of these players. They're buying players for the future. They're buying players for the PSR. Do you know what I mean? You go and buy a 19-year-old German 19-year-old wonder kid. I'm not being funny, but yes, we want him to do a job. But if he does a job, he's our probably paycheck for the next PSR.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? So there's a lot more thinking. But like I say, Rads might agree with this or what. But look at the Euros now. Look at the teams now. Everything's built by young players. 19, 20, 21-year-olds, they're like 25, 26, 27-year-olds because look at Jude Bellingham. What is he, 21? 21?
Yeah.
He's already played. He played in the Championship. He went straight to Borussia Dortmund. He played there. He was absolutely on fire. He played with Haaland for a season. Then he goes to Real Madrid at 21 years old. Do you know what I mean? And you've got other players around the globe, do you know what I mean? You're that age playing this kind of football, and in the Premier League, the young ones are stepping up now. So I think that kind of stuff now, moving forward.
I just want to say thank you to Sean for being a member to my channel for 27 months. He's an absolutely legend. Thank you, Sean, for being a member to my channel. Miss what everyone subscribe to Raz as well and be a member to Raz's channel as well, man. Because as well, Raz, what you're on? Is it like 90 away from 6K?
Yeah, I've got like 60 to go, I think, to 6K.
People, if you haven't subscribed to Rad, please do. I'm going to put the link in the chat. All you got to do is to subscribe to his channel. That's all you got to do.
Yeah.
Is it hard, people? Just go and subscribe to him, and he needs 60 by the end of the stream. So please do. And if you do, put the thumbs up. Like I said, I will put the link up as well. Right, let's. We're all going to talk about the striker thing. We talk about in the group chat about the striker wise as well. Taiwo, he's got family issues, so he's not going to Spain. Chris Wood did fantastic for us. Scores 15 goals that he scored for us last season. We need a striker. And people in the chat, let's be realistic. Like, we've been linked with Shea Adams. Me personally, I see Shea Adams as a backup striker. Backup striker, at least. But people might disagree. That's fine. In the chat, if you agree, disagree, whatever. What kind of striker do we need, Raz? Do we need a tall striker, or do we need one of them 6-yard box guys?
Ooh, I'm not sure entirely. Like, I think if you look at like Awani and Wood, they're two completely different sorts of strikers. Like, you know, Awani is like this battering ram where he just like charges at people, and you know, he's been amazing for us when fit. But the problem with obviously Taiwo is he never always tends to be fit. I mean, last season, apart from the start of it, he never really had a consistent run. And then Wood, I mean, he was our saviour, but again, completely different sort of striker. So maybe a different sort of profile wouldn't be bad. Last season, we had Origi and Ribeiro, who clearly didn't work. Don't know why we signed Ribeiro just to, you know, on loan just to hardly play, and then it's just a bit of a weird one. But I do think, like with Shea Adams, for example, I think. I'm not saying we should sign Shea Adams. I think it's one that I'm a little bit in the middle about as to whether he'd be good enough, but it'd certainly be an experienced option. And I think as a third choice, it wouldn't be particularly bad. And yeah, it's strange because we've got two very good strikers when fit, and you know they score goals, but that we can't always rely on them when it comes to their fitness and it's sometimes consistency. So it's a bit of a difficult one. If you sign like a really good striker, one of those is going to get pushed out. Probably going to be Awani, shockingly, if it's going to be either of them, I think. So you probably want to get somebody that can just challenge them and step up when you need them to. I mean, it is interesting when you look at, like, we've got Emmanuel Dennis at the club. Like, could he be an option?
Right, you've mentioned about Dennis. I don't know if you agree, Rad. I thought Dennis was awful against Chesterfield. Like, he just
I'm not saying it is the option. It probably isn't the option, really. I think you can do better, but I suppose as a depth player in a couple of positions, it would be good. But I just think, you probably can do better, and maybe he'd want to leave as well because I don't see him playing much for us. But yeah, we definitely need I just think we need somebody to come in and be able to challenge Taiwo and Chris Wood, because those two have been so good for us, especially Wood of late. You can't fault him. I know he had a bit of a strange run of form towards the end of the season where he went from scoring every week to missing sitters, but you can't fault what Wood did last year. He kept us in the league pretty much. So I do think, just someone that can rival those two. And then I think more importantly, we do need to probably get another wide option in there, I think. It's going to be interesting to see what happens. I think if we sort that area of the pitch out, we're looking genuinely very strong, I think, in most areas.
Yeah, 100%. I'm going to look for the chat, and I was shout out to Glenn. I agree with Dylan. I think his goal at Chesterfield will do him good. I think he's talking about Sangaré. But Glenn, I hope you're well, my friend. Make sure, I think I'll try and get Glenn on the next show as well. Shaw says, in my opinion, we need to sell Taiwo and buy a striker. People in the chat, what kind of striker do we need? Be realistic. What striker do we need as well? Michael says, how about Kirby Bishop? Nottingham boy, scores goals. Who's Kirby Bishop?
He plays for Portsmouth, I think.
Portsmouth. Oh, that's the guy who loves scoring past Derby. I know, I know who that is. Yeah. Very good player as well. How is it? He's in the late 20s, isn't it? People in the chat, how old is Kirby Bishop? I haven't got a clue how old he is. Like this. Sell Taiwo and bring in. Aren't we linked this striker every bloody transfer window? Chobit and Pond. What if it didn't? Check it up, Tom. Do you think you'll get a chance at Forest?
I've got a clue. I don't know what he's like.
He was at Forest. Can't remember it.
Yeah, I know. Yeah, exactly. I can't remember it.
What year was that?
But this is what you got to look at, right? How many times have you had as a team had a player that's been awful, and then a different manager? They play under a different manager, and they've been absolutely brilliant.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? It's like I'm still holding on to the hope of Dennis. Do you know what I mean? Because I think he's a good player. There's something there, but I just think
there is something. There is something there about Dennis. And like I was arguing with Des at the ground, and I said to him, when I see Dennis start, I thought, oh, please just do something, Dennis. Like I said, when the preseason finishes, that's when I'll judge him on him. Because I like Dennis as a winger, Dennis, not as a number 9. So.
I think if long as Nuno keeps him, Nuno's seen something. Do you know what I mean? So obviously,
yeah, I think Ryan says no way. So Tyrone keep him. He owns his forces, and he does. But the problem is, it's little injuries that he's getting all the time. So again, Paul says, "Please, Rimifei is on loan to Bologna on Wikipedia. I'm praying to God he's not on loan. Is that true?"
If he was on loan, then we'll see him back at Forest in the next couple of weeks.
Peter Chat, please let me
know. I'm pretty sure I joined them permanently, Bologna.
I need confirmation, Raz. Don't do that to me, Raz. Don't do that to me.
Yeah, but didn't we swap it for Dominguez?
No, I sure we didn't. I'm positive.
We swapped him, but loaned him back the other way. We loaned him.
We loaned to Bologna. Did we loan to Bologna, didn't we?
Yeah, I'm pretty sure we've sold him permanently for like 9 million.
Yeah, Bishop is 27 as well. For me, I don't know. Championship and Premier League, like it's good to get players from the lower leagues, and we've seen players like Ollie Watkins. He's done well for England. Forest fan as well, Bishop. Like I said, he loves scoring past Derby all the time. So you never know. Is there any chance of Bella getting into the squad? Right. This is my opinion on. He's not given a chance. And I'm going to ask Rads about this because he watched the game. And people in the chat, if you did watch the game on Saturday, I think he wasn't that bad. If I'm honest, he got stuck in. He got assist. He scored a goal. Raz, what are you saying about him? He's not had a chance at Forest at all. But I personally think he'll go. What's your opinion?
Yeah, I think we've only ever seen him in pre-season games. Like he's literally never had a look in actual matches. I remember last year he didn't do a great deal, but this year he scored a goal, so that's already encouraging. I don't know. I think he was one of those signings that we made in that first Premier League season, kind of as like an option if we were to get relegated and he could just come into the team then. Obviously that didn't happen, so it's kind of like where are we now with Josh Bowler? Like, he's just kind of here. A bit like Lewis O'Brien to a point as well. And I think Toffolo was kind of signed with that in mind. Obviously he worked out, but yeah, with Bowler, I do see him maybe featuring a few more times in pre-season, but ultimately I see him probably being loaned out again or being sold probably to the Championship. I mean, he's an amazing player at that level. Like for Blackpool, he's very good. I think he was pretty useful at Cardiff. I didn't watch him that closely, but
he did all right. He did all right for Cardiff.
Yeah,
to be honest, I speak to a Cardiff fan, and he said that he was really good. But as you know, Championship and Premiership is just next level. So
it's just about whether he can step up. I think.
I don't know. I don't think he would. Like he come on second half, and then got took off for Lewis O'Brien in the 70th minute. So that's
he's probably looking at both of them. He's probably looking at Bowler, then Lewis O'Brien. Do you know what I mean? He's joined the club, they're out on loan. So he needs to have a look, see what their temperament's like, what their attitude's like, how they play in a game. Do you know what I mean? So this is why I say...
Yeah, what about Omar Richards, Dylan? What about Omar Richards? Where is he? He was on the bench for Forest, and he didn't even come on.
Yeah, but the thing is with Richards, we all know the fiasco of buying him and what happened. Do you know what I mean? And then it was like literally a player starting from scratch again. So, all right, we'll just you know what I mean? Go out for a year somewhere else. Do you know what I mean? Come back, and maybe they've got plans for him. Maybe they're thinking to themselves, we keep him. Do you know what I mean? They'll have scouts watching him and stuff. Do you know what I mean? Maybe. Do you know what I mean?
I don't think he'll play for Forest again.
How do you know? Why do you think that? Why?
I don't think he will. You don't think he come to the club injured and all that?
But that's not his fault.
It is his fault.
It was his fault.
It is his fault. It was his fault. People in the chat, do you want Omar Richardson back at Forest? He played Chesterfield. Bring him on. Bring him on the last 5 minutes. Bring him on just for 2 minutes. I said to Des, bring him on. Just bring him on for the last. You know the fans. The fans on the other side we kept saying, Omar Richards, we thought you were dead. That's what. And Omar Richards laughed about it because no one's seen him. He cost 10 million.
Yeah, but no, what about now? Come start the game. Start the first game of the season. He's in the starting 11. Do you know what I mean? 10 million. You ain't getting your 10 million back unless he plays. He hasn't played for Forest yet, so we can't be critical of him. We can be critical of him getting injured and being shipped out. That's not his fault. Now, if he puts a Forest shirt on and plays I
can't see him. I can't see him playing at Forest. People in the chat, do you want Richardson start for Forest? I'd love to see him, but I don't think it's going to happen. Please do hit the like button as well if you can. Just make sure everyone subscribes to my channel. Make sure everyone subscribes to Rads as well. Like he's doing loads of videos and short videos as well. So please do. We've got to talk about him again, about Murillo. Are we confident we can keep Murillo for one more season? People in the chat, what do you think? Do you think we can keep one more season of Murillo? Because now we're getting a giant 6'5" centre back. I've got his name now. Rad, say his name again.
Milenkovic,
that's it. Everyone knows I'm shocking.
Milenkovic.
Yeah, it's not like a Bomadeli, is it?
It's not as bad as that.
Yeah, exactly. It's not as bad as that. But Dylan, Murillo, do you think Forest can keep him by the end of August? People in the chat, do you think we'll keep him? Get involved. Yes or no? Thumbs up, thumbs down. Yes,
Forest,
Y or N?
Forest are in the driving seat, basically. I'm a bit conflicted on it because I think he's an awesome player. I think he did well that first season. He bossed it. I think he was the only player to play every game. Near enough every game. He was never. Do you know what I mean? Did a solid performance. The thing is that's irritated me is this bit of listening in an interview saying, "Oh, it's a stepping stone." Do you know what I mean? All right, Forest a stepping stone. It's a stepping stone. Do you know what I mean? But you don't come out and say
that's disrespect. That's disrespectful. That is.
That to me is like, all right, you think it. Do you know what I mean? But don't say it and go, "Oh, I want to move to Chelsea or something." Do you know what I mean? So keep it within your circle, and the fans don't need to hear that. Just when you put the shirt on, you play for the badge. Go and do your job. Nah, do you know what I mean? But I see Forest either. I can see a massive offer coming in before the 31st of August. Do you know what I mean? And if something insane is going to come in, it's going to be 60 to 70. If 60 to 70 million comes in for Murillo, he's gone. He's gone because I'm not being funny, but Forest would be silly to turn that kind of cash down in 1 year turnover. Do you know what I mean? Because you've got to look at it this way. They paid how much for him? How much did they pay for him?
Was it 11 million? Something like one lines. 11 million.
You sell it for 70 million. That's a 59 million pound profit.
I've seen Wolves. I've seen Wolves linked with him as well.
Yeah, unless they sell. But Murillo, put that aside of how I feel about his being disrespectful and saying what he said. I think if we can keep him past August the 31st, he can't go anywhere. So he's got to like it or lump it. Do you know what I mean? So, but I think Forest are in the driving seat. Do you know what I mean? So Forest can ask stupid money for him. 70 million price tag. No one paying that. You're not going anywhere. But by looking at the back line that we potentially could have, if they play three, you've got Murillo, you've got this Milenkovic.
Yeah,
and then
he got it right. He got it right.
Yeah, Milenkovic, and then you've got Bolly. Do you know what I mean?
Bolly, yeah.
Who else you got? You've got who else?
Amabamadele.
Yeah, Amabamadele. Do you know
Yes,
what I mean?
he said it. Yes, he said it.
Amabamadele. I think he's good.
Yes. Just call him Dylan. Just call him Andrew. Just call him Andrew. That's what you can call him.
No, Amabamadele. I like it. Well, do you know what? We talk about Murillo, and yes, he's a fine player. Do you know what I mean? Because I think if he can get into the Brazilian squad, you can add 20 million to that price tag straight away if he becomes a regular international. Simple as. Do you know what I mean? But I think a lot of people are kind of disregarding Amabamadele. Do you know what I mean? Because when he came in last season and did the job he did, he was flawless with Murillo. Do you know what I mean? As soon as Bolly got fit, do you know what I mean? It was like, all right, you go back to the bench. And I thought that was a bit disrespectful. Do you know what I mean? Because he played some crucial games. He kept on, do you know what I mean? He done well. But as we're talking about Murillo, I'd like him to stay. And if he stays, I think we do well. But Forest are in the driving seat, obviously, to ask for whatever they want.
I don't know. For me, like I said, I want him to stay for one more season. But if we get silly money for him, like 50, 60 million, that range, then why not? But Raz, what do you think, Raz? What's your opinion on it? Do you think you can keep him?
I think we can keep him, but I think a player like Murillo is always going to attract interest this summer. And I think there's still going to be interest. I think we're still going to hear stuff until the end of the window, which is going to be quite tense. And I do agree that, if we get a really big offer like 70 million, we would be stupid to not accept that, as good as Murillo is. Is he 70 million worthy of rejecting that much money? I'm not sure about that. And ultimately, you can use that money to reinvest, replacing him and maybe somebody else as well. So, yeah, I hope we can keep him because we really need to keep him. Obviously, with Milenkovic and then, Bolly and Milenkovic. Yeah, we've got.
That's how you got to say it. You can't say it like Rad. You can't say it normal like Milenkovic. It's got to be Milenkovic. It's all in the lips.
Milenkovic, yes. That's it.
Yeah.
Well, I was watching Raz's video. I say, "What you Milenkovic?" And my mum would be out soon. I was like Milenkovic. I thought I'd give up after that. I was just saying, is it Slovakian? Is it Slovakian?
Serbian.
Yeah, Slovakian.
Serbian.
Yeah, people in the chat. People in the chat. Can you say his name properly? And
if you can't,
say it one more time.
Milenkovic.
What? Milenkovic.
Milenkovic.
What's his first name? What's his
Nicholas.
first name?
Yeah.
Nicholas.
Just say Nico. Just say Nico. Nico times 3. Simple as that.
Just say his name. Just say his name. Milenkovic.
It's
not hard
to say. It is. For people like me,
It's probably hard saying Dore. Dore.
Well, I can
Malenka.
say Sangaré properly for ages. So you know,
Do you know
we
what?
always get it wrong.
I used to, Mangala, and then when Sangaré come, if someone used to say, "Oh, what's that play we signed for 30 million?" I used to go, and then I used to think of Mangala, and then go, Sangaré. So I used to play the two against each other to do, and then Amabamadele. I just learned that because I just listened to someone say Amabamadele. I was like, I like that name.
Yeah, I like it. I've always liked Amabamadele. I'm not. The problem is with me, right? Like I said, I'm still might say the same. Plays in the 90s. I'm always been a fan of him, but now I'm more of a fan of the academies. Like I still like Joe Worrell. I'm always going to be a Yatesy fan. And we forgot about the what's his name? Who starts on Saturday, lads? What's his name? The young one.
Zach Abbott.
Abbott, yeah. He's going to be a talent. He's going to be a talent. I'm just hoping
very good.
He goes out on loan. He's very talented, but I want to go out on loan, if I'm honest. Top League One team, Championship.
But you say you send these out on loan, and now we've had the discussion of these young players coming up. Do you know what I mean? Like the 19, 20, 21-year-olds, right? I think sometimes sending them out on loan can damage them in a way. Yes, they get the minutes. Yes, they get the game time. But I think sometimes these young lads that are up and coming and the next prospering or another season, I think them staying with the squad, training for day in, day out with the proper team can build their confidence even better. Do you know what I mean? Maybe do you know what I mean? Being around them bigger players, do you know what I mean? Watching a Premier League game, do you know what I mean? Seeing how they do it, watching them in training. I think sometimes that can help them in their development to go, do you know what? I haven't got to wait until I'm 22, 23 years old to make it. I can make it at 18 or 19 and bust my way into a squad.
Mark said Upsong has signed a new contract. Has that been confirmed today? I don't know if it is. Mark, is that confirmed today? Because he's telling, but like I said, he's a youngster. He's a young. Was he on the bench? No, he wasn't on the bench Saturday. He's a young striker for Forest. I've seen him. I remember watching at Old Trafford the final. I saw in the friendly games last season as well, and he's not too bad to be fair. But
you know what you said about striker earlier.
Yeah. And
I was thinking about this the other day, and you said, "What kind of striker we need? We need one that scores goals." But we need. I was looking at this young. Do you know what I mean? Look for. I'm not into going down to the Championship, getting a goal scorer from there. That's not for me because I'm like, come on now. But amount of times we've been linked with, why did we go to someone from, I don't know, I forgot the Championship.
Leeds got a few. Though. Leeds got a few.
Yeah, but or a Middlesbrough or someone like that. Do you know what I mean? Why don't we look at these German leagues like we have been doing and look for a talented youngster, 19, 20-year-old.
We've been linked with the German player, haven't we? I know there's. That's we've been linked with everyone. Every day we've been linked with everyone.
Unless you're going to stick 50, 60, 70 million down to buy a decent top quality striker, it ain't happening. You've got to. They're going to have to nurture ones from somewhere, from the end of the earth, like somewhere like how they found Murillo.
I know what you're saying. But I said we've been linked with everyone. But I agree with Dylan. We need to find some young players. But there's no one. Like I said, there's a few Leeds. There's a few Leeds players that I'd love to get as well.
Would you have Bamford?
No.
Why is that? Why wouldn't you have Bamford? Take the Leeds connection out, or
no? I don't think he's a goal scorer. I don't think he's a goal scorer. I think he's more of a.
Well, he scored goals at Leeds.
How many goals?
I don't know, but he's been a goal scorer at Leeds until he got injured.
He hasn't scored much goals. He hasn't scored much goals for Leeds. When he was in the Premier League, he didn't score much. People in the comments, would you have back for the team? Yes or no? Would you have yes or no? I don't think we have him. If we got on a free transfer, then yeah, but I won't pay silly price for him.
Like you said, you spoke about Shea Adams earlier. I know there's a lot of people out there. Oh, Shea Adams, oh my God, why do you want him? Why not? He's on a free. Do you know what I mean?
Exactly. That's what I'm trying to say.
He can hit the back, he can hit the back. Yeah, but he doesn't have to be back up. He could be back up to begin with. Do you know what I mean? A 1 year, unless he can sort his injuries, do you know what I mean? Stay fit. I think Wood's going to be a goal scorer, but Wood's not getting any young.
Yeah, that's true. That is true. But people, like I said, we're almost there. Please, if you are here, please do hit the like button. It helps me a lot. If you any super chats, that will help my channel a lot. Please do. Make sure everyone's subscribed to Rads. Rads, are you doing a watch along on Friday? Because Forest are playing. Who we got? Sunderland.
Millwall. Was it Millwall? I thought it was Millwall.
Sunderland. Yeah.
No, Sunderland. Are you doing a watch along on
yes.
Friday?
Yes, I'll do a
Should I do a watch? Should I do it? Me doing a watch along? Should I do a watch along? Bloody.
Right, we're going to be rivals now.
Should I do a watch? Glenn, should I do a watch along?
If you want.
I don't.
You used to do it in COVID.
I did, yeah, but that's COVID. I had no choice, did we, Rads? We had no choice.
Well, if Rads was going to do a watch along and you do a watch along, you're basically going to be competing against each other.
Yeah, but that's where Rads. No, what? Not Rads. You do the watch along. I'll watch the game and I'll watch Rads watch along. So people, if you want to watch the watch along, go and watch Rads.
Everyone move over to Rads' channel.
Yeah, make sure everyone watch it on Rads' channel. And that,
yes,
yeah,
do that.
Yeah, do that. Sorry, but yeah, I'll watch Rads' channel. I'll watch the game and watch Rads. So please do. Yeah, the game is Friday at 6 o'clock. So yeah, Rads will watch it. I'll be watching through Rads' channel. But yeah, I think that's it. It's been a good talk, and now I will talk. Like I said, I'm back doing these live streams as well. Before the season starts, like I said, Des, we've got an idea, do a video about the whole season. Des thought about that idea, so watch out for that. Like I said, I'm not going to Spain, but I'm going to Olympiacos. I'm pushing for that. I can't wait.
Did you get flights?
Yeah, flights, the hotel, and I'll tell you what. I'm not going to say it now, but something's going to happen in my channel. Why there? So shout out to Matildas for that. But yeah, it's been a great time, people. Thank you for everyone as well. Make sure, like I said, everyone subscribe to my channel. Please do hit the like button. Rad, any more videos coming besides the watch along?
Yeah, always talking Forest and yeah, that kind of thing. So yeah, stay tuned.
Stay tuned. Like I say, everyone goes to Rad. Make sure everyone watches. Make sure everyone goes watches watch along. Please do.
Yes, please do.
It's more entertaining than others. But yeah, please do, everyone. Like I said, please do hit the like button, subscribe if you're new. I'll be back when we do start up play. There will be a video. I'll be doing more videos as well. But yeah, it's been a pleasure. Thank you everyone for watching, and I'll see you soon. Peace and love. Up the